Aero Friedrichshafen is one of the biggest aviation trade shows based here in Europe, dedicated entirely to general aviation. And while everybody else is over in Florida enjoying the beautiful sunny weather and enjoying sun and fun, I've decided instead to come to the UK so I can fly to Aero. The only problem is, right now at the moment here in Biggin Hill Airport, the temperature is currently 5 degrees. The dew point is also 5 degrees, meaning we've got low cloud, it's a low IFR start to the day. But we're going to work out what we're going to do exactly in terms of our departure whilst I go over to the other side of the airport so we can take the aircraft and fly over to the air show in Germany today. At some point, we'll see what happens. Might have a tea first. So I had a cup of tea, waited about an hour or so for the clouds to lift a little bit more, and made my way across to the other side of the airport to meet my old friend Philippe. Make it look like you know what you're doing. If you've watched my channel for a while, you probably recognise Philippe. We first flew together back in 2018, which is why I can call him my old friend, because look at what we look like here compared to what we look like now. Philippe is a top-grade flying instructor. He owns a flight training school at Biggin Hill. He buys and sells aircraft around the world. I've already done the introduction. I've done the intro and everything.
He's done some pre-filming.
I've done some pre-filming. And even though we do have quite different personalities,
I wasn't ready for the question. I don't know what we're doing.
I still genuinely look forward to every opportunity we can get to fly together. And now that I've got my medical clearance and I can fly as pilot in command, I was obviously really looking forward to this flight today, flying with an old friend, back in the aircraft that we took around Britain a few years ago, this time to take it out of England and across Europe to the air show. All right, so we've got it was a low IFR day here earlier, but it's lifting a little bit now. The clouds look pretty good.
British VFR, we call it. Clouds at broken 400.
So our plan is we're going to go to France first.
Yeah.
Why are we going to France?
Well, because of Brexit. So, because we're going to an air show, right?
Yeah.
And it's just a little complex with customs there, and you may not get a stamp or get actual processed in. But because you're flying out commercially,
I am. Yeah.
It's better for you, so no headaches.
Yeah.
Enter through with a stamp on the passport.
All right. So we're going to go to France to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then after France, straight to Germany. How long do you reckon between France and Germany?
2 hours 40 minutes.
Okay. Not bad at all. Back in the old orange rocket that we were in when we did our round Britain trip.
Our beast.
All right. Well, we're going to get the aircraft ready. Philippe's going to finish the pre-flight, and then we'll be off and head to France. First stop, France.
Excellent.
Allez,
au revoir.
Allez.
Biggin Tower, Golf Yankee, Yankee Echo Sierra, Lima 1025, and looking for a taxi in our IFR to Le Touquet.
Golf Yankee, Yankee Echo Sierra, Biggin, good morning. Have you started already?
A-firm, Golf Echo Sierra.
Golf Echo Sierra, taxi to holding point Delta 3 for runway 03, QNH 1024.
1024 and Delta 3 for runway 03, Golf Echo Sierra.
Oh man, look at you being all pilot and commandy.
I know. It's just like riding a bike, a very expensive orange bike. Oh, you have some nice jets at Biggin Hill, don't you?
It's a bit of eye candy for sure.
Yeah. Can we buy one in Germany?
Yeah.
Do they sell them at the air show?
Yeah, oh, no doubt about it.
Okay.
Golf Yankee, Yankee Echo Sierra, hold at Delta 3, cleared on the Dover 2, standard departure. After departure, right turn, 1 DME, and the climb to altitude 2,400 feet. Your squawk, 6365.
And it's Dover 3, we're holding. Runway 03, it's Dover 2 departure up to 2,400. It'll be a right turn, 1 DME. And the squawk is 6365, Golf Yankee, Yankee Echo Sierra.
Golf Echo Sierra, correct. Report ready for departure.
All right, we'll report ready.
Now that I'm able to fly as pilot in command again, I've started adding more in-depth videos to my Inside the Cockpit collection, which include all the air traffic control calls, a lot of the procedures and some of the technicalities that I don't include in these videos over on my Patreon page. So this is just a very quick shameless plug to say, if you're learning to fly, if you just want to see a little bit more detail about what happens in the cockpit, then the link to my Patreon page is in the description below. You can see a lot of the procedures and processes on flights just like this one for a monthly subscription or a one-off fee if you just want ongoing, everlasting access to the entire collection. I also post ad-free, full-length versions of these videos over on Patreon too, and post updates from my world of aviation there as well. Okay, shameless plug finished. Let's get back to the flight.
Sierra, no problem. Via Delta 3, enter backtrack, line up runway 03.
Via Delta 3, enter backtrack, line up 03, Golf Echo Sierra.
Golf Echo Sierra, runway 03, surface wind 040 degrees at 9 knots, cleared for takeoff.
03, clear for takeoff, Golf Echo Sierra.
Okay, so
Alrighty, here we go.
keep us lined up with the rudder, but just going to ease the power in. Watching the airspeed. Airspeed's increasing on both. We'll go full power. 60 knots. And no runway. Go flaps away.
Golf Echo Sierra, climb now to altitude 3,000 feet.
Climb altitude 3,000, Golf Echo Sierra. Golf Yankee Echo Sierra, Cirrus SR20, Biggin Hill to Touquet. We are just 6 miles to the northwest of Headcorn, 3,1024. And we're looking for basic service as we route out direct from position to Touquet.
Golf Yankee Echo Sierra, thank you, squawk 1177 with mode Charlie, basic service.
1177, basic service, Golf Echo Sierra.
As this is my first flight back as pilot in command here in European airspace for a while, you've probably noticed already that Philippe's doing the radio calls on this flight, mainly so I can just focus on my flying. Because we had quite a long day of flying ahead of us, we both agreed at the beginning of the flight that whilst I was getting back into flying again, it probably made more sense to work as a pilot co-pilot rather than me trying to take on board everything.
Lille, bonjour, Golf Yankee Echo Sierra is just leveled out 4,1024.
Alpha Yankee Echo Sierra, il approche bonjour, confirm for a full stop, ILS 13 at Le Touquet.
Yeah, full stop, and ILS 13 is perfect, Golf Echo Sierra.
Come back on the power a bit.
Yeah, you can do this.
Echo Sierra, contact Le Touquet Tower 118.455, bye-bye.
118455, Golf Echo Sierra, bye.
Yeah, I mean, we can do a before landing checklist or descent checklist and before landing if you want.
Okay. So seatbelt, shoulder harness is you're good. Brooks is secure for landing. Fuel pump is on. Mixture full rich.
Yeah, we can probably go full rich now.
Full rich now.
That'll be fine.
Flaps as required. Don't require them at the moment. Autopilot we've still got on at the moment for the ILS. Checklist complete.
Yeah, nice. So we can, if you want, you can reduce the throttle back. Ironically, we've already captured the localizer even though we've just passed the intermediary fix.
Oh yeah.
Just because we're so straight in.
And we're in approach mode. Yep. So it should pick that up, yeah. Glide slopes coming in.
Yeah, so we're just about to level off, so we're going to want to have a bit of power heading down. Alright, so once glide slope gets to half deflection, then we'll knock in our first notch flaps.
Okay. And flap speed here is different to mine. I'm
150.
150?
Yeah, I mean, we can do it in cruise, basically.
That's ridiculous.
Yes, there you go. You can drop those flaps in. And glide slope is captured, so it'll drop the nose now. Yeah, and then about 30% power should do the trick. You want to be between 100 and 110?
100, 110, okay.
Yeah.
Golf Echo Sierra, runway 13 clear to land, wind 10 degrees, 7 knots.
13 clear to land, Golf Echo Sierra.
So this is Le Touquet, La Plage de Le Touquet.
We cycled down to the seafront here.
Yeah, we've been
years ago. Yeah, years ago. All right, second stage of flight.
You can see these beautiful sand dunes.
Yeah, it looks lovely here.
Gorgeous.
I think that's where we cycled to, wasn't it? The town area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're perfect. Yeah, no, this is right. 80 knots, 85 knots, and the SR20 is absolutely fine.
Minimums.
Continue.
That's it. All the way to idle. That's excellent. Yeah, holding that pitch attitude. Love it. You were trained well to do touch and goes by somebody.
Nose.
Wow, nice. Even holding the nose up a little bit. Aerodynamic braking.
And tower, Golf Echo Sierra. You were kiddo, put it on the fuel pumps and then go clear customs and then go.
Go to the fuel pump as you wish, sir.
Merci beaucoup.
Welcome.
After refueling in Le Touquet, we headed into the terminal building where I got my passport stamped, had a look at some of the airplane merch, saw some huge bottles of French wine, met the airport doggo, and took a quick 15-minute break just with a cup of coffee to discuss the plans for the next route before heading back to Golf Yankee Echo Sierra to start the next leg of our journey, which would eventually take us to our destination in Germany.
Golf Yankee Echo Sierra with Papa 1 ready for departure.
Jeez, how many waypoints do you get
Look at this.
for a trip like this?
Yeah, look at all that.
Right.
Nonsense.
Golf Echo Sierra, runway 13 line up, clear to take off, wind 07 degrees, 10 knots, maximum 16.
13 clear for takeoff, Golf Yankee Echo Sierra.
Power's coming in. Line up with rudder. Airspeed's increasing. Engines looking all in the green. Looking continue with takeoff. Left turn to bring us on track.
600.
No caps is available.
Golf Echo Sierra, contact lead approach 120275, good day sir.
Lead approach, Golf Echo Sierra, au revoir.
And cloud.
So beautiful.
It's always fun, love doing this. And no cloud. That's the last cloud that will fly through for a little while. As we're climbing out now of Le Touquet, we've got about three and a bit hours to go. I mean, that will settle down obviously because we're climbing.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah,
our
for
ground
sure.
speed's a bit low. We've also got a headwind because I'm flying with Philippe, and every time we fly together, we naturally have a
It's the
headwind.
way it's supposed to go.
We're also joined by Brooke. Hello, Brooke.
Hello.
It's Brooke's first time on the YouTube channel. What's your role, Brooke? You work with Philippe at Echelon Air. Tell us all like the gossip about it. What's he like to work with?
Goss. Oh no, it's fab. I've been with the company. Yeah, no, it's great. Being at Echelon Air is great. The team are great. I'm just very fortunate to be in the position I am. Absolutely.
You were telling me on the ground before, like the first aircraft that you flew with Echelon as well. What did they start you off with? There's obviously something really basic. Something must have been like an old kind of slow aircraft.
Yeah, you know, just the SF50.
Oh right, the Vision Jet. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Start at the top. Yeah.
No, that was so fun. Yeah, really looking forward to the show as well.
Yeah, it should be a good show.
Yeah.
So Brooke runs our aircraft management. So she coordinates all owner needs and maintenance and on our managed fleet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So if I own an aircraft and you're looking after it for me, it would be Brooke that I'd be talking to. Yeah, excellent. Well, if ever I get Echo Yankee Zulu over to the UK, if ever I move back over here one day, you could help me out with managing it, Brooke. Yeah, you could help me generate a bit of income from it if I'm renting it out. Yeah, that'd be really good.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun.
480 Golf Echo Sierra.
Sorry, radio call.
And Leo Golf Yankee Echo Sierra with you now, new frequency.
Golf Yankee Echo Sierra, radio 5, thank you.
I'm still listening out for Echo Yankee Zulu on the frequency. It's like no one. So we were given an initial, altitude of flight level 90 because the flight levels here. Our flight levels start at 10,000 feet. That's our transition altitude, but you have slightly lower.
Ours change like wherever the terrain allows or airspace, so it's different at different places.
And then we were just asked to climb up to flight level 110, which we're just leveling off at now, which seems like an appropriate time to take on some sustenance, wouldn't you say?
That's right. All in Steph's honor, saving the planet, plant-based, gluten-free, hummus chips. Lazy day.
Nice.
Millionaire shortbreads.
Yeah. Maybe that's pudding.
Yeah, pudding for sure. Deliciously Ella, hazelnut pecan maple oat bars.
No-mo.
No-mos.
No missing out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what does no-mo mean?
Well, it means no missing out. Like you're not missing out on chocolate just because you don't want to have milk.
I guess it does say that underneath.
And it's in big letters on the packet as well.
Last but not least, sesame snaps.
It's quite the feast, Philippe. Thanks very much. You've been
And
on
we
a
only have
shopping
2.5 hours remaining to eat it all.
We have to eat them all. All right, let's go.
This is where you'll put on some nice royalty-free tunes in the background.
That's a good idea.
Contact now, Langen 125.050.
125050 Golf Echo Sierra.
Oh my God, what am I doing? That far, direct. Enter. I forgot the frequency at all. Strasbourg, did you say?
Strasbourg.
Strasbourg just turned to our left at the moment. Still leveled off. Flight level 110. Had some more snacks. You good in the back, Brooke?
All good, yeah.
Everyone's pretty good. It always looks like a short distance on the map. But
Yeah, if you zoom in, it goes further away, and if you zoom out, it gets closer.
Look! Oh, that's a good
Tailwind,
point,
baby!
Finally. I think this is the first time I've flown with you and we've had a tailwind.
Well, we're coming in.
We're coming in. We were given a hold, but then we were told we don't need to hold.
That's right. Yeah, we're doing a little sequencing. So that other, the DA50 that was off to our left before?
Yeah.
Now it's behind us.
So I think we can.
Right, heading 150, Golf Echo Sierra.
So can we call that a win in the race?
Come on, that's obliteration is what
Very
that
first,
is.
yeah, obliteration. This is always fun, descending down through the clouds like this.
I love it.
It's amazing the number of times it just happens to work out that you get through a little valley as well.
Golf Echo Sierra, turn right, heading 230.
230, Golf Echo Sierra.
Now we're in Switzerland.
It's temporarily.
Golf Echo Sierra, descend 5,000 feet, turn left, heading 150 for base.
5,000, 150 on the heading, Golf Echo Sierra.
Cleared ILS approach, runway 06, report established.
090, 4,000, report established, clear for the approach, Golf Echo Sierra. Friedrichshafen Tower, Golf Yankee Yankee Echo Sierra established on the ILS, runway 06.
Golf Yankee Yankee Echo Sierra, Friedrichshafen Tower, hello.
So here, let's just keep the throttle in. Right, so we'll bump it up. This is great.
This is great. Great, great.
We're flying into Friedrichshafen.
I know. It's a beautiful day.
Stunning.
We didn't have to do a hold.
That helped.
That helped.
So that's our 5 miles.
Yep.
So at this point, we are now 140.
55, taxi.
We can slow down if you want.
Slow down, yeah.
Golf Yankee Yankee Echo Sierra, wind 010 degree, 6 knots, runway 06, clear land.
06, clear to land, Golf Yankee Yankee Echo Sierra.
Few bumps just over the buildings. Bit of a balloon.
500.
500 feet.
Very close by.
Autopilot disengage.
This is 3203 Friedrichshafen Tower low. Cleared back.
I got it.
And here we are at Aero Friedrichshafen. This isn't the plane that we flew in on, by the way. This is another one of Philippe's Cirruses that he's got here. This is the stand behind me that will be setting up at the moment. We're just moving some aircraft around. I thought I'd try and make myself useful down here whilst I'm at the airport and help him with moving planes. But what a brilliant trip. What a fun flight back. And what a really good way for me to remind myself how much I enjoy flying because of the things you can do with it. 2.5 hours ago, we were at Biggin Hill Airport. Then we stopped off in France for a quick cup of coffee and a refuel. And now I'm here in Germany. And all thanks to little planes like this and general aviation. I really miss this. Super. And 22.